Do not see it. I swear to you. Don't even see it as a joke. You think you're gonna have fun with this like a Mystery Science Theater 3000? No, you're not. It's boring. So watch Road Trip, watch Nine Lives, even watch Jim and the Holograms, but do not watch this ever. It is not good. I'm sorry, Lucas Till. I'm sorry, Jane Levy. I'm sorry, Rob Lowe. I'm sorry, Thomas Lennon. I'm sorry to all the animators that had to sit there for hours, probably over a year or so, to make these ugly looking monster things with tentacles. I'm sorry to all of you, because this $125 million should not have been spent making this movie. This should have been spent in another movie or with something to save our world. You have wasted so much money to make this. People's lives have been destroyed by this movie. People got fired all because of this movie. This movie is evil. Do not go near this movie. You will be destroyed as a person. It's an evil movie. It is the devil in film form. Stay away. So did you see Monster Trucks this weekend? And if you did, what'd you think of it? F this movie, man. I hate it. Stupid. Get off my TV. I don't even want you on my TV anymore. That's how much I hate you. Off. Bye.
Really? Paramount? Really? Paramount? Really? Paramount? Really? Paramount? You better be ashamed of yourself, because this has got to be one of the most evil thing that you ever done for doing productions. Yeah, Black Nerd Comedy was right. This film should stay canceled. And that proves my point. Hello, fellas. What the search? My name is Nick Hicks, Studio Lounge Hill. Well, the only good thing about this film is not because it's the movie himself. I do admit, this poster is kick A. Because this poster is absolutely one of the best posters for a bad movie. Even this film is a atrocity, but at least the poster right here is kick butt. But the movie, not. It was absolutely hot garbage. Hot garbage. So, tonight, I'm about to do a movie rant to one of the worst way to enter of 2017 movies, which is none other than Monster Trucks. And came out of year 2016. Oh, wait, it's 2017. Because this film came out some of the theater in 2016, but however, this film is actually a 2017 movie. So we don't count this film as a 2016 movie because you already know that Norm of the North and Ghostbuster 2016 is way worse than Monster Truck as a 2016 movies. But for a 2017 movie, even I think this film is god-awful, but they're a way worse movie. I just think it's way worse than Monster Truck. Well, even Monster Truck is going to get the lowest rating for Nickelodeon movies since Yours, Mine, and Ours and the last Poopy Airbender. But honestly, the movie, I just think it's worse than Monster Truck, which is other than Justice League. Charlie Sheen and Whoopi Goldberg movie called 9/11, which is really disrespectful crap. And last not least, the Emoji Movie. More like a rip-off movie because that film is completely a rip-off to Lego Movie, Wreck-It Ralph, Inside Out, and last not least, Smurf the Lost Village. Frick it. So, yeah, let's get this over with before my brother Chris comes home. So, let's get started. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Okay, that is so funny. Okay. Oh my god. That is so comedy gold. For real. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Monster Truck have got to be one of the very first 2017 movie big flop. how on earth this film is a flop? Well, look at this nightmare. Look at this. They lost $115 million and replaced it with 125 millions. Yeah, please don't tell me this production is just as bad as much as Justice League, The Flash, and last not least, Indiana Jones 5 and the Tower of the Old Man. And that proves my point, and I honestly don't want to think about this because this production is honestly one of the worst movie production I have ever seen since Across the Spider Peak. They have one of the most nightmare production. You know what? I think Across the Spider Peak is way more nightmare as a production problem more than Monster Truck. And yes, Frozen 2 have a production problem. At least it was ended like a bander. But in Across the Spider Peak and Monster Truck, those two films did not end like a bander because the production is absolutely a nightmare. But like I said, this has got to be one of the worst production I ever seen for a bad movie like this. And please don't tell me that this film is 1 hour and 44 minutes of nonsense. So let's get to the Rotten Tomato for a moment. Oh, wait a minute. This film was 1 hour and 45 minutes. Oh my god. Pick the one time already. Yeah, when this film came out on January 13, 2017, man, one of the worst way to enter of 2017 movies. Frick me. So this film got a 32% on Rotten Tomato for the critic, and however, this film got a 51% for the audience. And I don't blame them, because this film is absolutely atrocity. And this film got a 5.7 out of 10 on IMDb, and it did a okay rating on Megascore, giving like a 41. So, that's not bad at all. Even I should be lower, but hey, their opinion. So, yeah. And honestly, and that production was right. Because this film was a major box office bomb. It was a box office bomb. Let me read it. The Monster Truck movie was a box office flop, not a hit. It was gross over $64.5 million worldwide, agenting a $125 million budget, meaning it was basically earning back half, of a production cost. And the film also have mixed to negative review. And it was mixed review from the critic, and this film was a box office bomb, and once again, grossing over $62.5 million worldwide, agenting as a $155 million budget. Yeah, this is absolutely atrocity. And just like every single kids film, they always do this nonsense. This film got a reward for the Golden Trailer Reward. Oh, heck no. How on earth did this film got nominated for Golden Trailer Reward? No. I'm gonna back you up right there. Honestly, I would have watched a way better Paramount movie like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Out of the Shadows. How on earth we go to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Out of the Shadows, which is an underrated gem, and I can hand you an opinion if you don't like the film, folks. But honestly, who grew me that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Out of the Shadows is way better Paramount movie, more than seeing a minute of this freaking atrocity. So, what do I think about Monster Truck? I absolutely hate this film. Absolutely did not like this film one bit. This has got to be one of the worst January movie of 2017. No pun intended, because this film is absolutely suck. OMG, this film is absolutely god-awful, terrible, atrocity, and horrendous. Yeah, this film is well-deserved to have one of the worst production. This film is well-deserved to have a negative review. And this film is well-deserved to have a box office bomb. And this film does not deserve to be nominated at the Golden Trailer Award. Who in the right mind would nominate this film as a Golden Trailer Award? Dude, this is kind of remind me that Golden Trailer Award will have audacity to nominate the Emoji Movie as a trailer reward. Oh my god, you better freaking not, or else I would do a video when I'm doing a rant on the Emoji Movie, which I might do that I might do that this summer instead of waiting until on July, because I want to get the movie out of my existence. But anyway, so let's get back to Monster Truck. Yeah, And honestly, and if I hear any people said, "Oh, Nick, you need to calm down. This film is a kids' film," I don't want to hear that excuse. That is the worst excuse for liking bad movie. Like honestly, just because it's a kiddie movie, that doesn't mean you have to use that as a excuse. Because even Black Critic Guy pointed out though for Earth to Echo, because when you guys was attacking Black Critic Guy and say, "Oh come on, Black Critic Guy, it's a kids film, it's for the kids." Oh my god. Kids, you deserve to watch a better movie instead of monster poop. Like, honestly, go watch Kim Possible movie Solve the Drama. Go watch Frozen 2. And honestly, guys, just don't go watch. Honestly, do not go watch Deadpool and Wolverine because that film is rated R. Is I'm sorry, so inappropriate for kiddos. But anyway, so let's try this again. Let's try it again. Anyway, kids, do not watch Monster Truck because if you want to watch a way better movie instead of this trashiness, honestly, just go watch Kim Possible movie Soul the Drama. Go watch Frozen 2. Go watch the Spider-Verse movie. And go watch some of the classic film like Madagascar. Go watch honestly, and go watch a hilarious bad movie from DreamWorks like B Movie, and last not least Shark Tale. Those films are way better and way more entertaining. And yes, even B Movie and Shark Tale are very bad. But at least it was so bad and it was so funny. It might be in my top 10 most hilarious bad film I ever seen since The Room, honestly. And I will be talking about those two films leading up to the bad guys too. So once again, let's get back to Monster Truck. Enough going off topic much. And honestly, I gotta say, but going off topic is way better to talk about this freaking movie because I honestly don't want to think about this movie. But honestly, I have to do it because as my movie critic, do I have any positive I have for this film? Heck no. I do not have any good thing about this film. Let's get to the negative. First off, the story is absolutely chopped and lazy. And this film is kind of remind me it was written by toilet papers. And that's all I have to say because the story is absolutely unoriginal and very a kiddie version of Fast and the Furious and Transformers. We already have a kid version of Transformers, which is other than a Transformer itself. Yeah, not the Michael Bay Transformers because you already know it's not one girl. She like to do some inappropriate pose in every single Michael Bay movie. Honestly, it can show that Michael Bay is a purpose. In the past. So you already know what that is. I ain't talk about it. So right now he's not, but because right now he's directing the movie, and I am so glad it's not Skibidi Toilet. Yes, no Skibidi Toilet. Good. Alright, let's get to Monster Truck before I go off topic once again. Anyway, so yeah, the story is absolutely chopped and lazy. This has to be one of the most unoriginal concept I ever seen for a Nickelodeon movie since The Last Arrow Poopy and Last Not Least, Yours, Mine, or Trash. Yeah, those two films is absolutely god-awful, and those films were way worse than Monster Truck. But still, the story is absolutely chopped and lazy, and this film was written by toilet papers. So yeah. And the characters. I absolutely did not like every single character of this film. And the fact is, not even the one actress, which I really like her, and her character in this film is absolutely atrocity. But honestly, she's not the worst character in this film, and I'll get to that in a minute. So let's get to the character of the guy with the long hair. His name is Tillip. Oh my god. What the heck am I watching? Am I watching Monster Truck or am I watching a poor version of The Iron Giant? Yeah, this film is easily a whip-off to E.T. and The Iron Giant. Like, really? How on earth you whip off the E.T. and Iron Giant? When honestly, even as a Phil whip-off claim, but I don't care. Because the concept, it seems to mirror like E.T. and The Iron Giant. If you want to see a way better live-action version of The Iron Giant, just go watch Bumblebee. And yeah, sure, those films have nothing in common. But honestly, they're both made by Paramount Pictures. So, sorry, and at least you got my girl Haley Steinfeld in that movie. So, that's a plus. But anyway, yeah, the character is absolutely god-awful. And the acting is absolutely lousy-woolly because the acting is absolutely god-awful and makes my ears bleed. But honestly, that's very mean to say because I already know that these people in this film, give the best performance, but at the same time, it was just god awful, but not as awful as much as Ed Wood movie back then, which it was really awful. Now let's get to the worst character in this film, which is none other than the villain. OMG, one of the worst villain in the entire movie. Like honestly, yeah, this villain is absolutely generic. This just has to be one of the most cliche and typical villain I've ever seen in a kids film. Because the villain, all he wants is monster truck. Kid, you better get, kid, you better give the monster truck away or else I'll do something. Oh my god. And of course, he had to have his country accent say, hey boy, you better give that monster truck. Oh my god. His acting is absolutely god awful and pointless because this has got to be one of the second worst villain of 2017 behind was Smile from the Emoji movie. Yeah, the villain in the movie and Monster Truck, it was absolutely generic, and you already know he's the most generic character in the entire movie. And Wobbs, I gotta say, but Wob is a honestly, I gotta say, but Wob is a great actor. He was in 911 shows, which I enjoyed that show, by the way. Yeah, he was in that show. And last not least, he was in Rain War. How on earth we go to that movie, and now we go to him playing as a villain? How on earth we go to Mike Myers movie into a monster truck movie? Frick it. Anyway, and last not least, the one girl played by Jane Lame. She's a very gorgeous actress, but her character in this film, she's alright. She's okay. And at least, honestly, at least she's way more tolerable character than the villain in the film because I kind of have a crush on that girl played by Jane, honestly. So yeah, and I better watch what I just said because what if her character is underage? So honestly, just let me know in the comment that one girl is underage. So just let me know in the comment, and that proves my point. And the monster truck sequence. OMG, this has got to be one of the worst monster truck sequence I ever seen for a movie. Like, honestly, it was not action-packed, it was not fun, it was not entertaining. I was absolutely falling asleep like that. Yeah, I'm trying to be like Patrick from the one SpongeBob episode when Patrick say, "Oh, Patrick," I'm sorry, "Oh, Squidward, Corona, yay!" And Squidward go, sorry, and Squidward was blowing the Corona and go, and Patrick go, yeah. Yeah, actually, oh my god, it always hurt my nose every time I do a snort. Oh my god, thanks a lot, Monster Truck, Dingle Bud. And the climax, yeah, once again, the climax, it was just nothing special. It was just Monster Truck, defeat the bad guys, and boom, that's your climax. Please don't tell me that is anti-climax, and you already know this film had one of the most anti-climax I ever seen for a Monster Truck movie. But honestly, there are a way better Monster Truck movie, which is coming out from Disney movie. So yeah, let me show it to you real quick. So I'm probably you aware that you're. Oh, sorry. Anyway, so you already know that you're making a Disney version of Monster Jam, but I gotta say, who grew me that this film right here are gonna be a way better version of Monster Truck than what Paramount did back in, back in 8 years ago. And speak of 2017 movie, if you want to watch a way better movie instead of Monster Truck, I highly recommend you go watch the Lego Batman movie. At least the Lego Batman movie is really fun, entertaining, have one of the most original concept I ever seen for a Batman movie, and this has got to be one of my top 5 favorite Batman movie since Christopher Nolan Batman, and last not least, maybe Michael Keaton Batman, and even 1966 Batman. Well, even I think that Batman is kind of outdated, but you gotta give a respect to Adam West, so at least Alex just completely give respect to Adam West. That's the one thing he did good, but still, he is suck as a YouTuber, Alex. Anyway, so the Lego Batman movie and The Babysitter and The Greatest Showman are way better 2017 movie. More seen a minute of this freaking atrocity. But I gotta say right now, Monster Truck, it was a one movie. It was caused so many chaos. The production is absolutely a hot mess. This film has lost 115 million, and this film become the very first 2017 movie to bomb at the box office. So, do you honestly think that this film? I'm sorry. Honestly, do you honestly think this film was a good idea to make? Paramount Pictures and Nickelodeon movie, you guys better be ashamed of yourself. And guys, I'm not blaming on the director because the director is trying to do their job, but it has to be the studio fault because you already know that the studio is so greedy with their CEO nowadays. Yeah. Yeah, next to Warner Brothers CEO, which is David Zaslav. Oh my god. I might do another live stream of that nonsense. Oh my god. So I might do it tomorrow because I can't do it tonight because John Wick fan about to do the live stream maybe here in a little bit after I get done taking care of my buddy Chris. But honestly, what else have to say about this film? This film is absolutely god awful to start to finish. This film had one of the most unoriginal concepts I ever seen for a Nickelodeon movie because this film was written by toilet papers and the acting is absolutely god awful. And the characters is absolutely dreadful, especially for the villain in the movie, the most generic villain and the lamest villain I ever seen in 2017 movie, behind with Smile from the Emoji Movie. And the monster truck sequence are not fun or not entertaining. And if you want to see the monster truck sequence, boom, you got one on December 28, 2024. Yeah, you can see that and see it to yourself. And please don't tell me that it's chopping lazy. And honestly, in the alien effect, OMG, this has got to be one of the most. I'm sorry, this has got to be one of the most ugliest monster I have ever seen. And they're way better monster design instead of that horrifying monsters, which is better than Sully and Mike from Monster Inc. Who gonna me that Sully and Mike from Monster Inc. is a way better monster looking more than seeing a monster in this film. What you already know about this film is a freaking 1 out of 10. It's the worst movie, and this film is well deserved a seal of Nick Cage Studio Lounge garbage. And Paramount and Nickelodeon movie, don't ever do this film like this with a terrible production problem ever again, or else you're gonna be adding some extra of the fire of the flame. And I do agree with Black Nerd Comedy. This film is evil because of the production problem. They lost 115 millions, and this film is pure evil. Evil as much. So, fellas, that was my movie rant on Monster Truck. Even it sounds like an extreme rant, but same as Limbo, we don't do an extreme rant in this lounge. So, yeah. Anyway, so the only person who do it extreme rant until this day, which is another Harry Thomas picture, which honestly I don't blame him because that's his personality, that's his content, so we can't interrupt him. So, yeah. Anyway, so, honestly, I was originally going to say, what do you think of this film? You think it's good, bad, mediocre? Which, honestly, I'm probably you guys don't give a darn, and I'm probably you don't give a crap about this film at all. But if you enjoy this film, I can hand your opinion. I totally understand why you really enjoy this film, but for me, due to this film had one of the worst production, the terrible Rotten Tomato rating, even Rotten Tomato are not put for the studio, just right what Buddy Preston said. And this film did terribly on IMDb. This film was a box office bomb. And I swear to God, if I see another bad movie to get a Golden Trailer Reward, I am going to lost my poop. So yeah, I mean lost my crap, because every time I say I lost my poop, it makes me sick. Anyway. So, what is my next review? Well, my next review is that Day Off movie starring the actor that he was in Lion King and B movies. And of course, some of the movies that he was in, like that terror movie called The Tale of the Disc Below. I can't stand that freaking movie. And last not least, stay tuned for my rant on Sherlock Grown, the most unnecessary sequel of 2018, next to A Wreck-It Ralph 2. Even I don't hate Wreck-It Ralph 2, I just think it's a great movie, but not as good as the first movie. So I sound like a broken record when I said that. So yeah, I'm probably Lady Gaming will definitely agree with me. But honestly, even Monster Truck was a very awful movie, but they're a way worse movie. I just think it's way worse than Monster Truck. Like that 9/11 movie started Charlie Sheen and Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, that film was disrespectful much. How freaking dare you that you disrespect one of the most saddest events in history of humanity, and now you made a movie about 9/11 as a dark comedy, really? And yeah, in Joss League, yeah, thank God Josh Whedon is no longer as a filmmaker, because that's what you get for doing something that Gal Gadot. Yeah, it just make me lost my respect for that man. So I don't feel sorry for him, to be honest. And last but not least, the Emoji Movie. The one film that completely rip off Lego Movie, Wreck-It Ralph, Inside Out, and Smurfs The Lost Village. Yeah, honestly, I am not gonna go see that new Smurf movie in theaters. I'm just gonna see a way better movie in theaters, like The Final Awakening, Leo and Stitch remake. Well, even Leo and Stitch remake is no better because I heard that film got very mixed reviews. So, and some people overplaying that film like it's better than every single Disney film, which that is total bullcrap. Anyway, so yeah. So I went too hard on that Leo and Stitch. Honestly, I might do a video called why Leo and Stitch remake is getting positive review. Like seriously. Honestly, I'm not trying to be a party pooper. I just don't want Disney to get bankrupt. But honestly, at the same time, why on earth you make a Leo and Stitch remake? Because of Stitch was the most popular IP from Disney. Yeah, way better than Wish. Oh my god, why? Wish deserves way more positivity more than Leo and Stitch. I like Leo and Stitch, but Wish is way better. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, let's not say that again because some people who's a huge fan of Leo and Stitch might be toxic these days. Like saying, oh my goodness, how dare you say Wish is way better than Leo and Stitch? Or, oh my god, unsubscribe. Guy, calm down. You're not Alec, quit being like him. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end this video before I get 1 hour one time. Oh my god. Anyway, so this is Nick Hicks Studio Lounge signing off, and the director who made Monster Truck. I'm not blaming on you. I already know you were just doing your job, and I do enjoy your film, which is Ice Age movies of Robot and last not least Epic. And Paramount and Nickelodeon, go fuck yourself, and you better be ashamed of yourself how you made this film as a terrible production problem. I do not want to see that ever again. And that proves my point, and you guys have a great night.